Pantheon on the rise and everyone else coming for her skull. Hope want to run alongside it. He will go towards that Jhin that is so high priority right now.
It's good
lane about when that spawns. Himself up some success. Ben really wants to get this wave shot, but would have theoretically had to be a bit wary as a dive potentially happening bot. There is no hope here quite yet. And that means that Kyle needs to flash away. In comes the deadly flourish, though! And it's going to turn it around. Pedro needs to get the kill. No, Elk, not you as well! Oh, no!
BLG used to be the best bot lane diving team in the world, and now they have messed it up for the nth time as Shag solo kills Knight in the mid lane. Baytron and River, though. Kyle doesn't have flashes now. Potentially, Baytron could look for a fight.
Nice dodge. Jensen onto Kyle before the upshot comes on down, but over comes the deadly flourish that is just wide. Raffled Earth now down. Flandre coming, could potentially ult in.
And Elk is not walking up to the play. BLG, once again, playing with fire around these objectives. AL know where the fight is coming a little sooner. Sarn's coming down now.
Knight does have flash, will burn it. Now Flandre does get shoved back, get shoved into the wall after, but the hook after. A little bit of damage now onto Poppy, who may need to back away.
Wow.
We do get the kill to 1-for-1, but that's the jungler dead on one side is on. So low, will not die to the zombie of Sion.
That's just a Knight to live. He did, but still. Good play from BLG to get something on the one, and maybe blocking the Jhin W there, I just think. Look, I'll heal up with the Bloodthirster. Walking forwards again, getting that slow. Flandre is now walking down the river. Baytron will spot Tarzan. Tarzan holds his W.
Tries to buy some time, and in comes the curtain call. Baytron should be okay here, I think. The hook goes wide as it's flashed away from. Public Execution also has to be flashed from, as well as Shag's going to flash out of the rumble. In comes Flandre with the ultimate, trying to find an angle. The Keeper's Verdict, the Weaver's Wall, everyone's assembling. Ondo is left out to dry, the first member to fall. Bit into the backline, makes it a trade.
Tarzan
into the backline, Baytron now in danger, but shuts him into the wall! Wonderful heroic charge, a 4v3. Flandre trying to buy some space. The health bar's a little bit dicey on both sides.
BLG turn up to the early fight and actually win it this time just about. I think it was... And yeah, the big ultimate is the bullet time. Nothing else available.
Goes the Zenith Blade on trying to start things off. Decimating Flash comes on down. Pins here, and that means Kyle is just I was going to try and make that one a
KO'd.
KO'd. That's exactly the phrase I was looking
KO'd
for.
as he goes down for the second time in as many minutes. BLG, the blue side aura. Should they be winning with this comp at the game? I don't see how it's any different from the last side of it. Besides that global, BLG just getting that more precision in their initial foray into the fight. But their follow-up damage is not as ahead as it was last game.
There's a lot of ways for BLG to slip past the front line. Keeper's Verdict, Weaver's Wall, Ambassador Ultimates, Leona. Lots of things that make it quite tricky. Speaking of, there's the Solar Flare. And sometimes you can just blow up the front line, especially when it's fake front line like Nautilus. Elk gets the kill, 2-1 and 3, shoved back onto Tarzan. Baytron can't quite get the stun, but does land the Keeper's Verdict knocker. Baytron needs to run away with the phaser. In comes Sion. Baytron going to go down as they begin to turn this one around. On finds the Zenith Blade. The curtain's being called, Knight looking for angles, and BLG have overplayed this one. Elk executed by the curtain call.
Baytron can't get the wall stun, and it means that anyone's legend can turn around onto the Poppy, who's then BLG walk away bloodied.
Their best moment, but they've still got the opportunity to drop the Herald in mid lane after the reset. All of those globals being down means the reset options and engage options pretty limited. Good steadfast presence, presently engaged. Here comes the Grand Starfall, looking to turn this one around. Flash on forward, shunt away, blow up Baytron, but Tarzan throws at the Aegis Assault. No cleanse on Elk, means he has to flash over the wall. Flash for the depth charge, Elk goes up into the sky. Flash over from home, means that he goes down as well. Wonderful set of picks from anyone's legend.
And while all this is happening, BLG don't even kill the mid lane outer turret. They're not in position for the Tarzan ultimate to rip their battle lines apart. And once again, Elk goes down without using his ultimate. A W flashed away from Knight as he's just trying to pick up the pieces of the mistakes of his teammates. Elk out of position, Bin not teleporting into the play, not thinking it was worthwhile. Anyone's legend off the back of Tarzan's ultimate and Shanks as well. Don't think this game is the fault of Knight, and I think Knight is playing well. Shanks is using his power very effectively. Knight, I think, just looking at his team, the setup for the objectives, trying to see what he can do. Teleports in. BLG want to fight.
Bin's behind, looking to turn around. Big knock-up though, and the front line is just split up. There's not the rest of BLG here until just now. Their bullet time finally comes on out. Hope just about survives. It's been caught up between multiple members. In comes Knight, trying to find his way to Hope, and misses. Finally gets the threaded volley and gets that pick. The Weaver's Wall did coming on down. They got the Dragon all the while. Baytron can't get out of the pit. Elk tries to find an auto or two out, but will finally go down at the back end of it. Knight in a 1v1 with Shanks, but he's got a Seraph shield, and the decimating smash from across the water alongside the Comet Spear helps bring him down.
Anyone's legend find a moment to take a fight where Elk is out of position again. Elk having a poor final so far between the Lucian and the Misfortune. is being picked up by anyone's legend, particularly Shanks, Tarzan, and things are happening in topside. Shanks doesn't, and the Rod of Ages giving him an extra level is really becoming problematic, and here comes the Realm War.
Gonna try and play this to get the Keeper's Verdict, which isn't bad. Now Shanks potentially in danger. Shoved into the Solar Flare. Nice angle. He might be level 60, but I don't know whether he's a 3v1 champion quite yet. Flash over the wall from there, but he starts missing the threaded volley. Finally throws on a second set of him. Will finally get a bit more when he's going to not get the kill until just now. Flash on forward with a shield vault. Brings him down. They're going to try and turn Throttles out. Turns up and there's a dead line, a depth charge, and a very dead Misfortune. Meets the wrong end of the diving lines as a triple kill comes on into Hope.
Anyone's Legend with the double globals piss the heart of BLG. The early skirmishes at the start of the game look good for BLG, but time after time, Tarzan and Shanks
and then Elf finally turns up, and it's too late.
You know, when you get the Rise passive and the phase rush is so fast, On's caught out again, Shanks will kill him.
Nowhere really to run. Beitran as well now caught up the lane. I think they were trying to help get some shove for the side of Beitran and the rest of the lane as they're going to get Bin out at the very least. He retreats. Beitran's trying to run, but Ware has got a flash, so you think he's going to need to be able to burn it. Over.
Oh,
with a wonderful drift. Beitran's still really fast for the Dead Man's Plate, though. He's running really, really quick. Dun, 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 dun. Gonna try and get out of here as fast as he can. Mission impossible. Where can he get to? Better keep going through the jungle. Over comes Kyle. He's still really quick. I think he can just keep going.
And much like the Mission Impossible theme tune, he wish he was 5'4", sadly 2'6", mainly going towards 2'7". Misses the ultimate, but Kyle also misses the hook.
Lands the depth charge. Is it going to be enough?
No, the Pantheon ult's coming in now. It's just coming off cooldown. Here comes Knight.
Not the depth charge. The Deadly Flourish buying some time. The Weaver's Wall comes on down. Flash on out. The Ignite on him, but he gets out to safety. Multiple odds of base one. Rows all the way from by his own gromp, round the map in a circumference, and gets out alive.
It's just a Yordle with a hammer and apparently a V8 engine. Gets out to safety as Anyone's Legend can't close him down, but it doesn't make this a good play for BLG. Dragon goes over to Anyone's Legend. Bin will use the 3 grubs on top side to get themselves a tower there, so it is something, I suppose, but Anyone's Legend a step ahead. They're getting themselves much closer to big plays. Flashed in range for the W2, which doesn't lead to the kill. Now that's something which at BLG, on with the golden pocket now, he must do something to bring BLG back into parity.
Going for a very aggressive build here, so I was going for the last Whisper item completion. Third, really wants to be able to threaten this Scion, threaten the armor builders. Turn this around as in goes Kyle. Realm Warp behind. In comes the Grand Starfall. Another wonderful flanking engagement. Elf's trying to run cleanse, but to where? He can't keep walking away. Bloodthirst healing not enough. Finally, Bin comes Bin. Shanks goes golden. Deadly Flourish roots him in place. Try to turn this one around. Bin needs to get Valor's base one back to it, but they've already lost their mid and bot lane. Flandre holding the front line as this massive bulwark, a titan of HP, as Hope zeroes in on another kill.
And Bin doesn't even pull the ultimate. Elk doesn't even pull the ultimate. BLG rooting the Misfortune. The bullet time has never been a problem for them. Anyone's Legend coming in through the This could be a historic moment for a team that will go down in history from the LPL as one of their representatives.
You have a 3.5 item, level 18 Rise. He is a monster. Something about a doing CS hack out there on the rise. In comes the Solar Flare. Bullet time is good. Maybe this is a moment. Kyle flashes out. Shanks goes golden. A multi-man depth charge buys some time. In comes the curtain call. They finally bring off Shanks. Elk's body blocking for his members. Will not be able to get away to the Weaver's Wall. Interrupts Hope's ult. Trying to get the foot shot. It's just a regular one. And it blows people up. In comes Flandre. Find an angle. Elk just about to move. But a flash of one of the shield fall. Decimating smash. Bin into the backline. Finally brings down at least the AD carry.
Bin missed his ult in the play too. It's just a lot of people stood in front of him and he misses that crucial public execution. BLG get a great play from Knight and Elk in the CC, but they don't have the gold, and Bin misplays in one of his most important from him too between this and the Rumble.
Tarzan lethal at the back end of that, managing to stun up Elk, who is desperately trying to heal up under the turret, gets somebody, gets the red buff here. Keeper's Verdict about to come down, knocks 2 away. Tarzan immediately cleansed out.
Bin misses again!
Bin missed again. The only thing public is the humiliation. Tarzan in danger. Bullet time, grey ankle, blows up Shanks. Finally, it's beginning to work on through the curtain call. There is still absolutely lethal from Hope. Managed to get some damage down, doesn't quite kill off the people they're hoping for. Maybe not as lethal as I thought it might be. Flandre survives. Still a wonderful kill
back
for
into
BLG.
the game, but they can't stick around to contest the Dragon. AL, despite losing Shanks twice in the last 2 fights due to the good shoves from Knight, cannot get themselves the objective afterwards. Third Dragon for AL. The way they shut down Knight by continually forcing him to drop waves is so crucial. But can that be the game breaker? Bin now at 4 items, 2,000 gold ahead. He's not been the game changer so far. Again, he has such a large amount of resources given to him. Can he make that into something? W lands.
Trying to face check the keeper's verdict, interrupted base one. Can't run away, doesn't have the flash. The bullet time, though, at least gets one. Flandre going on forward. Weaver's Wall can't quite trap him in the play.
1-for-1 support for jungle, but the jungler being down with Dragon spawning in 20 seconds does pause BLG for a little while. Lots of ultimates used from BLG, not from anyone's legend, though, on the other side. They didn't even use the depth charge. Flick back, Bin. Oh, he's walked too far forward. He's walked to Tarzan and Shanks. Bin!
The Rune Prison and the deadly flourish. He goes down. That gold lead feeling ornamental, bluntly.
Bin is the tool to get back into
this. Head over towards it. There's still a few seconds left on Baytron, and this late in the game, it will go down swift enough.
Easily taken by anyone's legend. Dashing in. BLG do have 4 items on Misfortune now. One last item to be built up. Shanks has a death cap, though. God, this is going to be so much damage. If he gets 1 moment to shoot, that could be it. Hope has Flash and Cleanse. Not forced to blow either of them yet.
Trying to find an angle here. Elk coming on over, but that's just Knight flashing away. Does get the face rush out. In they come with the TPs on going low. Finally, a public execution lands only on the Flandre, but he takes a lot of damage at this point from the Ambessa. Level 17. Rune prisoned again. Flash on forward. The double seismic shove. Bin trying to heal. Elk still now turning up. Beginning to auto. Brings down Shanks. Tarzan looking for an angle to Elk. Speared through the heart. The Queen of Bilgewater turned down into dust. Flash for the heroic charge into the seismic shove, but Tarzan ages himself, buys some time. Trying to jump away, will likely fall here, and they get another.
How do BLG keep doing it? Knight can fly over for a double kill for Knight's Talia, and anyone's legend. They may have gotten ahead in but it is Flandre's Dragon spawning in 10 seconds. Remember, AL don't have the Baron buff now to help them, and BLG are there first to the fight. Flandre is goddamn tanky, but Knight does have a death cap now, so his damage will be very hard if he can get some good DPS onto the Scion.
Baron 1 earned them 1,200 gold alone. This one loses them 700. Onto the Dragon we go. Flandre's coming on in. They want to secure this one. Soul point for BLG. In comes the Grand Starfall. Could try and turn onto Tarzan on solo. He's still alive. They're going to try and take him before he gets in and steals it. Someone secure the Dragon. They do it, but around the rest of the play. Shove back. Elk in the pit. Doesn't have flash. Nowhere to go. He's gone. Bit in the back, but it's onto Scion. He can't do that much there. Knight needs to try and TP out. Needs to find a way and does escape. All the while, Bin in the rack of the fight will give a triple kill over to Hope.
Anyone's legend lose the Dragon, but they win the fight in spades. Beichuan trying to clear the wave to make sure that anyone's legend can't end the game on this push. I think he will have done just enough, question mark. We shall see. Shanks, no flash, does have a realm warp to potentially put the one minion further towards the Nexus, and that's exactly what they're doing. They want to try and close things off. Knight tries to wall off the wave, but it's too late.
We're going to have 20 seconds still on Elk coming on up. I think they could just end the game. A momentary comeback is immediately turned into the unstoppable onslaught. Flandre puts on the afterburners and careens into BLG's hopes of coming back in this game. 2-0, anyone's legend, a step from glory.
BLG will now have to reverse.